morning. It's 7:45 and I'm gonna check in now because my schedule is different today. Today we're starting another round of iReady testing, which I'm sure the kids are excited about. I'm not into big bouts of standardized testing, but I'm not gonna lie, iReady testing is nice in the sense that you get a little bit more time to work on some things quietly at your desk while they're testing. But because we're on iReady, or because they're gonna be taking iReady testing, we're trying a testing schedule, which I don't think we've ever done since I've been here, aside from state testing. So the day's gonna look a little bit different, so my prep period won't come until later. So I'm just saying good morning. First and foremost, I would like to apologize for the terrible audio situation last night when I was at home vlogging, attempting to show you my Christmas decorations. At some point I'm gonna have to figure out where exactly I put my finger when that happens, because I really don't know, which is why that has happened more than once, because I don't know where my hand is. Like, I just kind of pick up the camera and start going, and I don't realize that something has gone wrong until I'm actually watching the footage and hearing that it's muffled. So I apologize, and I definitely don't have time in my life to revlog things like that. So when I saw it, I just said hopefully the people will still be able to understand and they will forgive me, and I uploaded it. So my apologies, but I think you got the gist. So good morning. With us being on testing schedule, the challenging part is it's gonna feel like every day is a minimum day, because I think that means every class period is like 10 minutes shorter, and those 10 minutes really do make a difference. So hopefully today we can figure up or finish up what we were doing with the article Violence in the Movies yesterday. But we're also supposed to read a couple chapters of The Firekeeper's Daughter, which I definitely want to do. Like, the kids are doing much better on this quiz than they were with Clap When You Land. Now, mind you, we're reading more of it together. They always end up having to read at least 2 chapters a week on their own, which is not a lot, but baby steps. And I feel like the questions that they're being given are easier, but still require them to have read in order for them to pass it. So I don't want to drop the ball and not read any of The Firekeeper's Daughter today, so we'll kind of see what happens. I might have to adjust my plans for the rest of the week because I totally forgot about testing schedule. So good morning. I didn't work out this morning. My back is still hurting. I'm really frustrated with myself, and I'm really working on giving myself grace. I did wake up at 4:20. My workout clothes were laid out and everything, but my back, it's just like, it's a combination of sciatic pain right now and just menstrual pain, and I had severe cramps. So my fear is, like, I don't know if I should be working out when my back is hurting the way that it is, and then I do work out in the morning, and then I get to work, my back is jacked up. So I'm gonna work out after work. I'm gonna put some icy hot on my back afterwards, and I'm gonna sit with a heating pad. So I'm saying that to you guys, but I'm really saying it out loud to myself to make myself feel better about not exercising this morning. So good morning. I will try and check in with you during my prep. So I'll see you then. So I am at home right now. Obviously it's about 4:15. I just finished walking Woofy. I'm very proud of myself because I put myself first, and I left school pretty close to contract time. I left at about 3:15 or so. Taylor and I walked out. She had a manicure she had to go to, and I just knew I wanted to come home early because I was gonna work out after work. So we're back, and so I'm here to show you the thing that I was alluding to yesterday in terms of my mental health. But I also got a package in the mail today. I've been so unlike myself. Like, if you've been watching my vlogs for years or follow me on Instagram, I'm a pretty regular shopper. And Ann Taylor Loft is like one of my go-to stores for work clothes, because I've just found like the clothes are not like overly dressy. Like, they're the right level of business casual for me, and the pants tend to fit me well, which is always a challenge for me. But I haven't bought new clothes in so long, and really just haven't even had like the desire to, which in and of itself to me is weird. But for Black Friday, of course, I was like, let me see if there's any sales, and I was bored and feeling like retail therapy might help. So I ordered a few things that arrived today, so I'll show that to you in a little bit. But let me focus on what I'm supposed to show you. So I always feel like for these kinds of conversations, I want to sit on the floor of my room. I think, let me get myself comfortable. I think what it is this past week, really 2023 has just been a challenging year for me. I couldn't really tell you why. There's been a couple of things that have happened that were unexpected, that kind of, you know, had some effect on me, like my parents being defrauded out of money. Just kind of learning that people that you think are going to be in your lives, you know, indefinitely aren't necessarily meant to be in your life indefinitely. Just the school year being challenging, all of that. It's just been kind of an exhausting year, and it's kind of taken the wind out of my sails. And by the end of summer, I realized I needed to maybe look into going to therapy to kind of work through things or process things, and that has been a great help, like I said. And so over Thanksgiving break, I was talking to a friend of mine who's a counselor, and she shared a post with me from Instagram, and the post was giving features of people that have high functioning, look at little woof woof, he's sitting right next to me, high functioning generalized anxiety. And so when she sent me the post, I was like, I think that's what I have. Like, I don't know, I don't feel like getting my phone to find it, but all in all, what I realized about myself is I think I do have high functioning generalized anxiety, and like the hallmark of that is the person that has it, from the outside looking in, a lot of people perceive them as having it together, but on the inside they are kind of in a perpetual state of like worry about something, like just anything in general. And my worry is mostly about like doing well and making sure everything's done correctly and not forgetting things. And if I don't do this, what will happen if I don't get this done? And I do know that people perceive me as having it together, like being very cool, calm, and collected. And to a certain degree, I have pride in that, and I identify myself as that as well. And one of the things I learned in therapy is that that has served me really well, to just kind of function with that level of anxiety yet still maintain a calm demeanor. And it's produced a lot of success for me. It's gotten me to accomplish goals that I want to accomplish, but it is very exhausting. And I think at this point in my life, I'm just exhausted from behaving that way for as long as I have, and I'm looking for a certain amount of like mental and emotional peace that I haven't been able to find, and I haven't been able to distract myself from that lack of peace by jumping into work or keeping myself busy, which is what I typically do. Like, I think to avoid thinking about other things that cause me a lot of anxiety, I'll take that energy and I will funnel it into like work and doing things and staying busy. And that worked really well for me. But now I think my body is just tired. My mind is just tired from it. So over Thanksgiving break, I was like, I need to figure out how to kind of calm myself down, because I can't sustain it anymore. It doesn't feel good. It's not working, and it's not healthy. Hold on. Sorry. Siri was, thought I was talking to her. So I think, I don't even know how I stumbled across this. It was some video that I saw. So let me back up. So over the past couple of years, I've been really trying, like, people are like, you need to focus more on God and have more faith and read the Bible and go to church. And in past videos, I've talked about just having a hard time finding churches that I can go to without feeling like their interpretation of religion makes me uncomfortable. Like the way they're interpreting religion and applying religion to like society and people's rights just doesn't work for me. And then reading the Bible, I've been trying to do that, but I'm like stuck in Leviticus, and it's not the most entertaining thing. And so what I really need are Bible verses to kind of address what I'm feeling at the moment, and I don't know the Bible well enough to just know where to go. So I saw this journal someone had in a video, a YouTube video, and it's called Seasons of Soap. And SOAP stands for Scripture, Observation, Apply, and Pray. So, and the seasons are just different seasons of life, and they have different volumes. So I got volume 3, and volume 3 is going to provide scriptures for the following 5 seasons of life someone might find themselves in: peace, loss, love, growth, breakthrough. So I primarily got this one because I wanted to look at the scriptures on growth and breakthrough, because I feel like that's where I'm at. I feel like I'm feeling spent and like not feeling like myself. My battery died, so I had to go downstairs and get the secondary battery. So I think I was showing you the back of this Seasons of Soap journal and telling you that this is volume 3, and volume 3 is focused on the season of peace, loss, love, growth, and breakthrough. And that I primarily got this one because I feel like I'm going through some kind of breakthrough. I listened to a sermon by Devon over Thanksgiving break, and at the end of the sermon he was kind of saying, I wish I could remember exactly the wording, but kind of like if you're having a time in life where you feel isolated and you feel down and you just feel like terrible, it's kind of like, it's not that you're alone, and it's not that things are just going to go bad. It's just the old version of you is dying so that the new version of you can grow. And he used the metaphor of like a seed. Like a seed has to die in order for a tree to grow. And that really stuck out to me, because like the feeling that I have is not, I can't really describe it. I just don't feel like myself, but not in a way that's depressing. It's just unnerving because I just don't feel like myself, if that makes sense. So I'm hoping that by going through this, and you can go through this book in any order that you want, that it'll give me scriptures that are very specific to what I'm going through and what I'm feeling at the time, and that by going through that and having more purposeful scriptures that are directly tied to what I need, that will help me feel closer to God, or that will help me to rely more on faith and reduce the level of anxiety and stress and worry that I find myself getting into, that is really just causing a ruckus in my life. So I will link this. I can't remember. It's by a company called Horatio Printing, and you can order it directly from them. But I also found this one on Amazon Prime, just volume 3, and so the shipping was free. It's like $24, so it's not very expensive. But I don't know if I saw the other seasons on there. Like, they didn't have them all, but they happened to have the one I was looking for. So it just has some things in the beginning. I'm not gonna necessarily turn the camera around because I don't want you in all my business like that. But in the beginning, it does a heart check. Tells you to write down what you need to let go of, what do you want, or who do you need to forgive, what fears do you have. Then there's a section on love, like what are your anxieties about love, or what do you feel like is holding you back. And then you can just kind of choose your season. So I chose the season of, I think I chose, sorry if my camera work is terrible. I chose the season of growth first. So I did the pre-filling out in the beginning, so I haven't actually read a scripture yet. That's probably going to happen tonight. So you can see there's a scripture up here, and then you're supposed to make an observation about the scripture, like what do you observe happening in this particular scripture that you read, how can you apply it to your life, I think is what that stands for, and then a prayer. So I'm kind of one of those people where I need a little bit of structure, and I think this will provide it for me. So yeah, I have not been technically diagnosed, but I definitely feel like the description of someone that has high functioning generalized anxiety sounds a whole lot like me, and I need to manage it better so that I don't feel so stressed or don't get so overwhelmed sometimes. So that's the mental health piece. But now let me show you what I got from Anteater Loft. Sorry, Wolfie. I want to put the camera down for a minute and find a way to put the camera up and show you things. Okay, so I have the items. There's 3. There's one thing missing. It's coming tomorrow. So I'm going to just show it to you. I'm not the type that's going to try on camera because it's a sticky situation. So the first thing I got was this kind of like I guess it's a jacket. It's a long gray kind of fleece-like jacket. And when I look at it right now, it looks much bigger and it's much thicker than what I thought. So this is just kind of something to throw over when I don't want a coat on, but I want to be warm. That was the thought there. And then I got some white leg jeans. I'm going to try this again. I've tried a few pairs before, but we're going to see how these go. And then I got another pair in dark denim. And then I just got this green top, because I need as much green clothing as possible, because on Wednesdays I'm supposed to wear green. So that's what came in the mail. I didn't do too much damage. It was all like 50% off or something. So I'm gonna try those things on. I'll be sure to let you know if we're keeping it or not. But aside from that, I'm getting ready to put my workout clothes on over here, and I'm gonna take a Peloton class, edit this video, and then try and relax for the night. So I'm gonna end the vlog here. If you enjoyed today's vlog, please give it a thumbs up. Please make sure to leave a comment if you would like to do so. And as always, I hope that you are well. And if you're not well, please be well. And I will see you in the next vlog.